Good morning, everybody. Evan Lazarus here. Start you off this week right. We're going to look at the house that Lauder built, Estee Lauder. Symbol is EL. Let's get right to it right here, right now. If we look at the daily chart here, you can see over the last few months, the stock has had a nice bump in price. And if we go back further in time, let's take a look here at a monthly chart. You can go back as far as early 2009. And you can see this dramatic rise in price from $20 to current levels in the mid to high 90s. I think our stock's right around $97 in price, and it's really it hasn't looked back since over the last 2 years. Holding the MAs every time we pull back into this rising 8 MA on the monthly, you can see it gets bought. Weekly chart just over the last few months, you can see a nice lift off the $55 area to current levels. And we're going to take a look at it one more time here for a breakout in the high 90s. If we look at the last few weeks, again, let's go back to the chart. You can see over the last few weeks, we've seen a nice consolidation in price here around the $95, $97 area. Let's take a look at the daily. That kind of looks like this. You can see Estee Lauder looking like it wants higher. Thursday of last week, we saw a big breakout. The stock rose in price. Friday, it consolidated right here. That was the last trading candle you see. So what do we expect? Well, I expect higher prices in the very near term as the stock should continue to go higher. I would look to be a buyer here in the $97 area. You can set stops. We wouldn't want to see the stock close below the rising 8 MA. That's right around 95, 96. Give it a little bit of wiggle room down here, but I like against these MAs. We've seen a nice multi-week consolidation, and it looks like we are going to break out early this week. Where do I think the stock can go? Well, I think psychologically we're going to test that 100 mark. That's the century mark, and I think you'll find some natural psychological resistance there. I don't think 100 represents anything substantial in terms of where the stock can go, but I think if we can see through 100, I think 104, 103 to 105 would be the next target area. This is a quick trade. I'm looking for this stock to make this move in the next week to 2 weeks from the 97 to 100 and potentially to 103 to 104 area. This is for active traders only. The reason that I say that is because, again, if we go back to that monthly chart, again, the further this stock goes, the more inclined it is to have a snapback or a pullback. And we're trying to just catch a little bit of a, what I think might be the last leg up here. So be nimble here, be quick, be active, use your stops, use your charts. Again, breakout through 97. I would look to buy if you can get a decent entry today somewhere in the 96.50 to 97.50 area. I'd look to be a buyer. And I'd look to sell, again, against 100 as that psychological resistance. And if we could see through 100, you might see a quick spurt up to the 103 to 105 area. If we could just go back to the chart for one quick second here. If we go back in time, this is a monthly chart. Again, we are at all-time highs here. So there's not a lot of resistance up here to stop us, and there's not a lot of prior historical prices for us to use in terms of where is resistance. The only thing we can use here is the fib extensions, which I like to use. And if we throw them up here, again, it's just a measure of price. You can see that first dramatic rise in price, the pullback. So our 100% extension up here is right around 105.5. So I'm going to give that area, that 103 to 105 target area price. That's really where I'm looking for the stock to ultimately trade up to. So keep an eye on Estee Lauder in the days and even the hours to come, as I do expect a rise in price. Stops would be against that rising 8 period MA on the daily chart. As always, have a fantastic day trading. Lots of headlines today that I know Scott already covered in the morning call. Be active, be nimble, and a planned trader will always be a profitable trader. As always, I'm Laz. Have a great day trading.